Stepping out, my seatbelt. I'm opening the door.
You can take
I'm
mine
opening the
off
door.
of me right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro. Can I move my phone?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Breaking tonight, hours after Omaha celebrated hometown boxing champ Bud Crawford's accomplishments with a parade, he's pulled over by Omaha police, setting off a social media firestorm. Good evening, I'm Brian Mastery.
And I'm Zena Taher. Today is Bud Crawford's birthday. He turned 38. What happened at the traffic stop early this morning in downtown Omaha is now the subject of an internal investigation at the police department.
First Alert 6 reporter Andrew Pfeiffer tonight with reaction from the mayor and Omaha police. He also talked to one of the people in Crawford's vehicle, and Andrew joins us live in the newsroom. Andrew?
Brian, Zena, new details emerging from an incident early this morning surrounding Terrence Bud Crawford and his security team. It escalated to a point where guns were drawn by police. Now, just over the weekend, a parade was held for the pound-for-pound champ. He was awarded the second key to the city from Mayor John Ewing. But later that night, that celebration turned to fear for those inside the vehicle pulled over just a couple blocks from where the party was held. Police say they pulled over a vehicle for reckless driving at around 12th and Cass. Once they had stopped, Crawford was identified as the driver. According to police, officers observed a firearm on the floorboard on the driver's side. All four people, including members of Crawford's security team, were ordered out of the vehicle at gunpoint. I spoke with the head of Crawford's security this afternoon, who says he's still shaken up.
I thought we were getting ready to lose our lives. That was a nightmare. You know, future husband, just had a brand new child and, you know, children and, you know, and stuff like that. And to know that I almost lost my life last night because we had a police officer that don't know how to articulate a traffic stop.
Thankfully, nobody was hurt, and Crawford was issued a citation for reckless driving. All the firearms inside the vehicle were also all legally owned. In a statement from the mayor today, it reads, quote, "I learned Omaha police pulled over Terrence Bud Crawford on a traffic stop downtown early this morning. After learning of this, I spoke personally to Bud Crawford. I acknowledge the seriousness of what occurred and how trust between law enforcement and our community is important and shows the need to be continuously vigilant about building relationships." Now, for that full quote, you can visit our website at firstalert6.com. Tonight at 10, I'll have the full reaction from Bud Crawford's security guard, as well as tips on if you find yourself pulled over while carrying legal firearms. Brian, Zena?
Andrew, thank you. Omaha Police Chief Todd Schmatter has authorized an internal investigation which will likely include a review of body cam footage at that traffic stop.
Also, Mayor Ewing says he was at that party at the Steelhouse last night celebrating Bud Crawford. And while he says he plans to be transparent in getting answers, he also wants Omaha to remember Saturday as an important good day while his team seeks answers to how it ended.
Trailhand Bill, reporting live from South Florida, guys. It is 11 o'clock on a beautiful but internally sad Monday for me. I hope life is beautiful where you guys are at. This story threw me off. I usually don't even cover viral news because I know everybody else's own stories when they're viral like this, and if it's one thing I can't stand in life, is doing what everybody else is doing. I like my uniqueness. I actually like everyone's uniqueness. Other people don't seem to enjoy their own individuality as much as I would if they chose to stop following trends and crowds. I need to say this before I go any further. I'm almost certain, Lord willing, I'm going to start another Damn Man Cop Watch channel. And the idea that I have, I may even do a few videos over here like that just to show you guys, is just covering these stories because there's so many of them. And then just putting a video out without so much commentary on my end basically I'll do the video and then just ask you guys what you think. But instead of verbalizing my thoughts, I'll put the key highlights of my thoughts in the comment section. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's for people who, number one, some people just don't like the commentary. I'm gonna be honest with you, that they would like the story, but then some people just don't like the truth. They want the story without the truth attached to it, or, you know what I mean, obvious realities attached to it. So, because truth makes so many people uncomfortable in our world. So I'm almost certain I'm gonna do that, and I will. Unlike my other channels, I don't broadcast them platform to platform. I will be over here like, hey, this is where you can check it out. But not as in, hey man, please go and do that. I don't do that shit. Like, if you want to be on that channel, it's available. So there's that. You know, black people mad as hell about this. And I'm pretty sure they're not the only ones. I got I got so many, 4 or 5 stories I looked at. One officer shooting at, tree trimmers in his yard. One guy got arrested. He was the wrong person. Cops kept him locked up for a couple of months. I'm not sure. An older lady, same thing with her. They beat up a mentally ill child. I think it might have been at Chuck E. Cheese. It's a lot of things going on, guys. But I settled on this one just because I couldn't settle, and I'm indecisive, so I had to pick. And in settling, I had to do a little research. And in researching, I tried to find the video, the actual body cam footage, because all the stories I saw, acted like there was some body cam footage. And there is. You've seen it in the video. And if you hadn't, I decided just to put it at the end so you can wait or skip. And then a lot of it was popping up on black channels, black creators. And then, a lot of the headlines being black in America, et cetera, et cetera. And this is true in a lot of situations, and very well may have been true in this one. But I'm Trailhand Bill. I'm not everybody else. So after doing my research and looking at about 2 or 3 videos, I have some probably unpopular opinions and maybe some things that haven't been said that are the reason that I begin this video saying I'm internally sad. Now let me get to that so this video isn't too long. Number one, I wonder if the mayor is aware of Cameron Ford. I didn't do a whole lot of research on him, but yeah, he's 37 years old. On August 28, 2024, Officer Adam Vale, who was not charged at all, who also wore obstructed body camera devices, he murdered this man in his home. They were serving a no-knock warrant, and the man didn't have a weapon at all. But the officer said he couldn't see this gentleman's hands, and he was afraid for his life and his partner's life, so he shot this man dead, and no charges were filed against him. That was another situation in Omaha last year. Officers shot Stephen Phipps. I think I may have even covered that story, but that name sounds very familiar. 22-year-old. The second black man killed by an Omaha police officer in the past 2 months, says the article. He was running away. They said they had pulled him over for expired tags or something like that. Again, no charges. They say he had a gun in his hand. At the first scene where they murdered Cameron, they said they found a gun on the scene. I'm just wondering if this black mayor knows about these incidents, because I'm not giving racist non-black people an out here. I'm speaking to something. I'm attempting to, at least. You made it your business not only to give this young man, I watched that boxing match, the last one Bud Crawford had, and it's the first boxing match. I done watched in about 10, 15 years. I'm not a boxing fan. I've only watched like 2 of them my entire life. Maybe 3 my entire life. But I watched that one. And I saw what happened, and I saw how happy everyone was about his victory. And, obviously y'all had a big celebration up there for him, which he deserved. You know what I mean? And then you gave him mayor the key to the city, the second one, according to reports. And he said, what does this key open? That's what he asked. And the mayor said, anything you want. And they had a little laughing and hysterical back and forth about that. But then when this incident happened, you made sure to call this gentleman and ask him what he wanted. These are your words. I called him and asked him what he wanted. And he said an investigation. And so then you called the Johnnies and said, hey, man, we need an investigation. I wonder if you know about Cameron. and Mr. Phipps. I wonder if you called their families and asked them what they wanted. Or did Bud only get this extended hand because of what he generates for your city? See, I got a problem with all that shit right there. Now let's get to this traffic stop. I need Bud, his security guard, and his security team, and everybody in that car to come out and say, nah, the officers are lying when they said there was a gun on the driver's side floor and he was reaching for whatever he was reaching for. There wasn't a gun, but it ain't happened like that. Because they had several opportunities. The cop said, the mayor said, hey, I spoke to Bud. He just said he wanted an investigation. We saw what the security team member had to say on camera. I didn't hear them say it didn't happen like the Johnny said it happened. Now, y'all know me. I don't believe no damn cops. But if they're saying something and it's not true and you got an opportunity to speak, I expect you to speak up and say that. Now, in a situation like that, maybe you just forgot to mention it. That's a high stress situation. Maybe you just forgot to mention, or maybe that part didn't get to you, before you got on camera and did his interview or before you spoke to the mayor. But I need for Bud and his team to come out and say, ain't no way in the hell. Yes, he asked me for my license, insurance, whatever documents, and I was reaching for him, but I didn't reach in the direction of the gun, or there was not a gun on the floor. The reason I'm saying this is because, listen, fam, cops are out here getting their ass handed to them for a good reason. They earn this shit. I'm not coming to their defense, but they still human. And trust me, getting your ass handed to you does not take away from the fear and the stress of being in a situation where you may be about to get your ass handed to you. And if I'm a cop and I'm standing outside of a damn car on a regular ass traffic stop that they all the time escalate. Most of the time a traffic stop's escalated that I've seen is that Johnny's doing it. But if I'm a Johnny standing outside of a car on a regular ass traffic stop and I ask somebody, hey, get your documents, and they reach and I see a gun in the direction that they're reaching for, you damn right, you and everybody in that damn car getting out. You damn right. I'm not knowing how to articulate no damn traffic stop. I'm making sure my ass going home safe. Let me remind you, these coward ass cops shoot because acorns falling from a tree. They murdered Cameron and hid the damn Bodycam footage because he couldn't see his hands. You ran up in his damn house. No knocking. So I'm just saying, if it happened like the Johnny say they happened, I ain't got one damn problem with this situation, other than the fact that y'all probably just profiled these people because they were black gentlemen riding in a damn car. I don't have no problem believe that narrative, even though nobody said it. But if it happened like the Johnny say it happened, and his, Bud and his team haven't came out to say that isn't true, then of course I don't mind this cop making sure that not only he, but in a situation like that, even they go home safe, because he could have just started shooting like a lot of them do. My bigger problem is I've seen 4 or 5 stories like this. I think it happened to Ice-T. I think it happened to like the football player down here in Miami. I didn't cover that story. I think it happened to the other, Warren Sapp. I seen this happen to a lot of celebrities and athletes. And for some reason, those stories always blow up. And in this situation, I do not like how the mayor's going out his way to say, nah, we're trying to maintain trust between the public and the Johnnies. And I made sure I spoke to Bud personally. You did that shit because he's a celebrity. Unless you also come out and prove to me that you speak to regular civilians and their families when it happens to them. So that's why I don't like this black outrage any more than I like y'all running around here acting like these things don't sometimes happen simply because people are black in America. I'm not with the, Black Lives Matter. I ain't with, man, come on, that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm also not with pointing out, black crime happens, black people do that, so why y'all ain't mad about the fuck? We ain't mad about that. I hate that narrative too. I like moral consistency. So I don't like the fact that this mayor and everybody's parading around like, yo, let's make a big deal out of this. We need to, and I'm not saying that America, including black people, don't make a big deal when this happens to regular civilians. What I'm saying is, more times than not, the bigger deal is made when it's tied to somebody who profits that community. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know, nobody's better than nobody. We should feel the same about each and every individual human life. And when we don't, that is the problem. Not just the rogue ass, tyrant ass Johnnies out here terrorizing our communities, man. I didn't like this story at all. I need Bud and his team to come out and say that it didn't happen how the cops are saying it did. Because if it did, I have no problem with these Johnnies making sure everybody go home safe. I don't care who doesn't like it. But I don't trust the Johnnies, so I'm waiting on that. I have an absolute problem with this mayor highlighting how he stepped in the middle of this damn situation. Because to me, you're only pointing to the fact that you did it for a selfish reason. I'm Trailhand Bill. Y'all be good. I apologize. Let me remember to say this too, man. The security guy, I don't mean any disrespect, and I talk about uniqueness and individuality. Something else I do not like is how always when these situations happen, the respondent is in front of somebody's camera, mellow and mild and meek as hell, man. Them folk damn near killed you. Where's the outrage, man? We're never outraged. I remember a young lady got on one of my live videos and she said, we're not angry enough. And I agreed with her then. I agreed with her before she said it, and I agree with her now. Where is the outrage? We always responding like some damn victims. Oh my God, I can't believe this happened to me. Look at what they did in my life. No, fuck that, fam. I am a firm believer in when people declare unwarranted war on you, you war back. You don't respond like no damn victim. And we all have our outlooks on life, man, but that's just mine.
Stepping out, my seatbelt. I'm opening the door.
You can take
I'm
mine
opening the
off
door.
of me right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro. Can I move my phone?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is that deep, big dog. You may see yourself as an elevated hero here. Your entire city, people around the world may. But to Johnny's, man, you just a Negro. We all are at this point. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.